Good morning, everyone. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe, and you're all here this morning for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested for. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with, and that status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings, up until changed by you if you plea out your case, or the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you were arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pre-trial release which will be imposed upon you. I will determine this morning whether you'd like to hire a private attorney, represent yourself, or whether you qualify for the public defender. You are entitled to have an attorney represent you at each stage of these proceedings, so if you cannot afford to hire an attorney, I will appoint the public defender's office for you this morning. We're also entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your attorney know where you are. If you haven't been able to make that phone call yet, please let me know. I'll make sure that happens this morning. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear I affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Outstanding. Put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward to the podium. Belinda Brown. Good morning, Ms. Brown. Can I have your date of birth, please?
12/8/59.
Okay, Ms. Brown. You are here today for failure to appear at calendar call yesterday afternoon. Is there an offer for her to take care of her case today?
I believe
Time served?
there's time served, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you want to take care of your case today and get out of jail today?
Yes, I'd like to get out of jail today.
Okay. You understand that you'd be taking care of your case today. The initial charge was making false police report to a police officer. Do you want to go ahead and take care of that case today?
It depends on what I'm offered.
Well, as you just heard, it's time served and get out of jail today.
Okay.
Okay? You'll have to pay fines and court costs. You can talk to the clerk of court about that, and you can make payment arrangements for that later.
Okay.
All right? You understand by taking a plea on your case today, you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes. Is this going to be withheld adjudication?
No, ma'am. You're going to be adjudicated guilty. You're going to get time served for the 2 days that you have in jail, and then you can leave today.
Well, I was offered withhold adjudication at the last hearing.
I understand that, but now you're not being offered that anymore. Do you want to take care of your case today?
Are these two separate cases or one case? I don't understand.
It's one case. It's the failure. It's making false report to police officer. Right now, you are not being charged with failure to appear, and I don't think that you will be charged with that. But if you want to take care of your case today, that will resolve everything.
No, I still want to go to trial on the other case.
Okay. All right. We're going to keep your bond at $5,000 then, and we're going to set your trial.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Didn't you say I was not being charged for failure to appear and going to be released?
No, ma'am. If you want to take care of your case today, you'll be released. You can be released today.
Well, I'm confused because I thought you said that.
If you want to take care of your case today, you'll be given time served, and you'll just have to make payment arrangements for what you owe to the clerk of court. Okay? If you don't want to take care of your case today, we'll keep the bond the same, and we'll set your trial. I think we decided it was going to be a bench trial. We'll set that for next week.
But I have no lawyer. Public defender quit.
Okay. Well, that was your decision. You did not want to have a public defender. The public defender did not quit. You did not want a public defender. You wanted to get a free, private criminal defense attorney, and you told me that you talked to someone, and that someone would be in court for you. That someone was not in court for you, and neither were you. So that was a decision that you made. We're not going to get into that today. It is my understanding that you do not want to take care of your case today. As such, I'm going to keep the bond the same, and I'm going to see you at trial on February 20th at 8:30.
No, I want to get out today.
Okay. Well, then you can either post your bond or you can take the plea.
I don't have any money to post a bond. I can't get home to any relatives. I live in Las Vegas.
Okay. Well, that's where we stand right now, okay? So maybe do you want me to reinstate the public defender? I can reinstate the public defender and they can come out and talk to you today. Maybe we can take care of your case later on today or tomorrow.
No, I want to go home today. I had over a dozen asthma attacks last night, and I've not been provided with my asthma inhaler or my sleep apnea machine.
Ma'am, let's stay focused, okay? Here's what you need to do. You're going to take a plea on your case today, or we're going to go to trial next week. What do you want to do?
I have to take a plea.
Okay, well, I can't force you to take a plea. It needs to be done freely and voluntarily. If you're not prepared to do that, I can appoint the public defender's office. We can have him go out and talk to you about it, and we can see you back either later today or tomorrow.
No, I've got to go home today. I'm supposed to be on medicine, so I have to take the plea.
Okay, but I'm not going to take a plea because you feel like you're forced to take a plea. It needs to be done freely and voluntarily. Do you understand by taking a plea on this case today that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yeah.
You understand that you're giving up your right to bring witnesses in on your own behalf and confront the witnesses against you?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to give up those rights and you want to take this plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to making a false report to police, how do you plead? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest. I find this freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, give you fines and court costs. I think it's going to be $503. Is that right, Jay?
$438.
It's $438? Okay, so it's $438. I will just do the noted. I'm sorry. Is it five? It's $503. Okay. It's $503. So you need to make payment arrangements for that, okay? And you can come down to the clerk of court and make payment arrangements for that. I'll just do the noted time served 2 days and not charge her for the cost of incarceration for those 2 days. Okay, so that should take care of it today, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Patrice Crowe.
Aye.
Ms. Crowe, can I have your date of birth, please?
6/13/60.
All right. You are here today for a domestic battery charge. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
The public defender's office, please.
Okay. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. State your prior record.
Just a DUI in 2013, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, ma'am. I'm going to go ahead and set your bond at $1,000. I'm going to order that you have no contact with Tara Valveri. That means do not call her, do not write her, do not email her, do not have any contact with her whatsoever. If she calls you should hang up the phone. If you see her out somewhere, you should turn around and go the other way. If you have any contact with her while this case is pending, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case Ms. Valveri or her assistant need to file an injunction against you. We're going to see you back to court on March 7th at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Stephanie Faulkner. Morning, Ms. Faulkner. Can I have your date of birth?
2/20/92.
Okay, you are here today for a retail theft charge. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
Public defender.
Appoint the public defender's office. State.
I'm guilty of possession of controlled substance in 2016. Guilty of, or there's a failure to appear in 2016 as well. Guilty of possession of controlled substance. Another one in 2016, and that's all.
Okay. Ma'am, I have an address for you on Main Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you lived there?
2 years.
Do you have a job?
No.
Okay. Are you pregnant?
Yes.
How far along are you?
40 weeks.
So you're due any minute, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to set your bond at $100, and we're going to see you back to court on March 7th at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay.
Sharon Brecky. Ms. Brecky, can I have your date of birth?
December 1st, 1977.
All right, you were here this morning because you failed to appear to court in front of me on a driving unsuspended driver's license on February 9th. The bond amount is $1,000. Did you want to go ahead and try to resolve this case today?
Yes, I do.
All right, if you want to resolve it today, I'll give you time served, and you'll have fines and court costs amount of $438. What do you want to do?
I'd like to settle it today.
Okay. I understand by taking a plea on this case today, you're giving up the right to go to trial?
Yes, I do.
Giving up the right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up the right to have the state prove the case against you. You want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, I do.
Okay, with regard to this driving on suspended charge, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
I accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty. Send you to 2 days for Hernando County Jail. You have fines and court costs the amount of $438, and the cost of incarceration is set against you, okay? You want to make payment arrangements for that when you get out of jail.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Marta Harris.
Morning, ma'am.
Hi, Ms. Harris. Can I have your date of birth?
4/16/71.
All right. All right, Ms. Harris, it looks like you have an issue out of Hillsborough County. They have you a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear on obtaining property with a worthless check. They want you held no bond on that until they can come and pick you up and take you down there, okay? So we're going to hold you no bond here. It'll take them about 5 days to come get you. Once you do get down there, you can ask them about bond, a court date, and a public defender, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Amanda Sherman. Ms. Sherman, can I have your date of birth?
7/8/94.
All right, you were here today for a violation of probation. Judge Merritt wants you held no bond on that. We're going to hold you no bond on the violation of probation. Do you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
Public defender.
I'll appoint the public defender. We'll see you back to court on March 20th at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay.
All righty. Terry Wilson. And Ms. Wilson, can I have your date of birth?
3/1/74.
You were here this morning for a sale of methamphetamine, possession of methamphetamine, possession of a structure for used for the sale of methamphetamine, and possession of paraphernalia. The bonds are $5,000, $2,000, $5,000, and $1,000. I did find probable cause for your arrest on each. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
The public defender.
I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. State.
Guilty of grand theft in 2012. There's a bunch of losses in 2008 and 2010. That's all.
All right. Ma'am, I have an address for you on Rousseau Street in Webster. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
For about 6 months,
Okay.
6-7 months. But I've lived there before. I moved out, and then I moved back in.
Okay. Do you have a job these days?
I was taking care of someone, an elderly person, and just cleaning houses, doing odd jobs, cleaning houses, yards, stuff like that.
Okay. All right, for this count one, sale of methamphetamine, I'm going to keep the bond at $5,000. For the possession, I'm going to set the bond at $1,000. For the having a structure for the sale of methamphetamine, I'll set the bond at $2,500. And then for the possession of paraphernalia, I'll set the bond at $100. It's about $8,600, okay? We're going to see you back to court on this on March 9th at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Okay. Robin DiMatteo.
Hi.
Hi, ma'am. Can I have your date of birth?
12/3/72.
All right. You are here today for a violation of probation on 3 different cases. They did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
I already hired an attorney.
Okay, who do you have?
Ashley Alls.
Okay. Show you private represented on each of these cases, and you're going to come back to court back in front of Judge Merritt on March 20th at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Ma'am, who is the interpreter case? Who's sending in? Joel Ramon Bonilla.
Joel Román Bonilla, ¿es usted?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, just find him here. Mr. Bonilla, what is your date of birth?
Señor Bonilla, ¿cuál es su
11.
fecha de nacimiento?
11/28 del 80.
11/28 of age.
Okay. You are here today for a violation of probation.
Usted se encuentra aquí debido a un quebrantamiento de probatoria.
I did find probable cause for your arrest.
Yo sí determino que hay fundamento fundado para su arresto.
Do you want to appoint the public defender's office?
¿Usted quiere que yo le nombre a usted al defensor público?
No, me gustaría representarme yo solo para ver si se puede ver mi caso hoy mismo
No, I would like
y
to
a ver si me puede dar mi aprobación para atrás.
Permítame. No, I would like to represent myself to see if I can deal with my case today and see if you can give me my probation back.
Okay. No, sir, I cannot do that today. I am not the judge on your case. We're going to move you in front of Judge Merritt on March 20th at 9 a.m. We'll see you back to court then, okay?
Señor, yo no puedo hacer eso el día de hoy porque yo no soy su juez para su caso. Nosotros lo vamos a poner a usted ante el juez Merritt el 20 de marzo a las 9 de la mañana y lo vemos de regreso ese día.
Okay.
Okay.
Randall Cheek?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Cheek, what's your date of birth?
8382.
You were here this morning for a petty theft. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to represent yourself, hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
Public defender.
Appoint the public defender's office to represent you, state.
Guilty of driving while license suspended in 2014. Guilty of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon in 2014. Guilty of burglary structure in 2011. Guilty of possession of paraphernalia and possession of marijuana in 2007. Guilty of home invasion, robbery, and false imprisonment in 1999. And has some out-of-state history, including a menacing charge and a possession of controlled substance in 2010.
Okay, Mr. Cheek, I have an address for you on Tavern Road in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes,
How
ma'am.
long have you lived there?
About 2 years now, 3 years.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
Cook at Applebee's.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set your bond at $2,500, okay? I'm going to see you back to court on March 7th at 9 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Glenda Norris?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Norris, can I have your date of birth?
10/71.
All right, you were here this morning for trespass after warning and a criminal mischief and a violation of probation. I did find probable cause for your arrest on each of those. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody? Do you want the public defender's office?
I don't care. I need a public defender, but I don't understand this because I shouldn't be in here. I've been going to my probation office every single day. There's one officer, I forgot his name, but he's like harassing me everywhere I go, and he's the reason I'm in here.
All right, on the trespass of a structure, I'm going to keep the bond at $1,000. On the criminal mischief, I'm going to keep the bond at $1,000. We're going to see you back to court on those cases at March 7th at 9 a.m. Do you want to stay self-represented at this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For the violation of probation, we're going to keep your bond at 0. We're going to see you back to court on March 9th at 8:30 in the morning. Judge Toner case, right?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to keep you no bond on that at this time. We'll keep you self-represented, and if you want a public defender to represent you, fill out some paperwork or ask Judge Toner when you go to court on March 9th, okay? All right, Daniel Cooley.
Hello.
And Mr. Cooley, can I have your date of birth?
4/21/91.
You are here this morning for a violation of probation. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Defender's office. We're going to hold you no bond right now until we get you back in front of Judge Merritt, and that'll be March 9th at 8:30 in the morning. Okay, someone from the public defender's office will be out to see you soon. And just so we're clear, that's 2 different cases of violation of probation, and we're going to do the same on each. Okay?
Your Honor, I have this as a Toner case.
It's the Toner date, right?
Okay, I think you said Judge Merritt. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say it's March 9th, 8:30 in the morning? That was with Judge Toner.
Thank
I
you.
just have Merritt on the brain, maybe. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. John Hutchinson.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hutchinson, can I have your date of birth?
11/6/62.
All right. You were here today for an aggravated assault and a domestic battery. I did find probable cause for both of those. Did you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
Public defender, please.
I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you on this. State.
I don't see any convictions, Your Honor.
Any dropped batteries in the past?
There's a appears to be a drop battery in 2017 from July.
Okay. All right, sir, I have an address for you on Bailey Hill Road in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
8 years.
Do you have a job these days?
No, ma'am.
All right.
Disability.
All right. Do you live with Sharice?
Yes.
All right. Okay, I'm going to order that you have no contact with Sharice Jano, okay? That means no contact whatsoever. Do not call her. Do not write her. Do not email her. Do not have anyone else call her, write her, or email her. If you have any contact with her while this case is pending, you will be held without bond and charged with another crime. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you cannot go back to that house if she's there on Bailey Hill Road, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case she wants to file an injunction against you. If she does file that injunction against you, you want to read it very carefully. It'll be very specific as to how many feet you need to stay away from her, her home, her vehicle, or anywhere else where she may frequent. I'm going to set your bond on the aggravated assault at $5,000 and the domestic battery at $2,500. We're going to see you back to court on March 9th at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
Thank you.
Alrighty. Keon Mobley. Mr. Mobley, can I have your date of birth?
I'm winning.
All right, you don't have to be so close to the mic, okay? I have you here today charged with a strong arm robbery and a grand theft. I did find probable cause for both of those. Did you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
I have a public defender's office.
I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. State.
There's a failure to appear in 2013, resisting without violence, guilty, and criminal mischief and assault, all guilty in 2012. Failure to appear in 2008, guilty for domestic violence, battery in 2008, guilty for possession of paraphernalia, evidence tampering in 2007, withhold for resisting without violence in 2004, another failure to appear in 2003, and guilty for possession of cannabis and possession of cocaine in 2003.
So at least 3 failure to appears in there as well, right?
I believe so, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, I have an address for you on Mayview Circle in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
I've been there for 34 years. Ma'am, on the failure of peers that has been on my record, I was incarcerated for one of them.
Okay.
So,
All right. Do you have a job these days?
yes, I work doing inflatables for parties, things, and etc.
Okay. All right, I'm going to keep your bond the same, okay? $15,000 and $2,000. I'm going to see you back to court on March 9th at 8:30 in the morning, and someone from the public defender's office will be out to see you shortly, okay?
Judge, may I ask for a bond reduction because I'm on fixed income? I only do inflatables just for voluntarily for the kids.
No, I asked if you had a job, and that's what you said is your job. You didn't say it was volunteer work. I didn't ask what volunteer work that you did, first of all. Secondly, no, with your prior record, I'm inclined to increase it. So if you want to keep talking about it, we'll go through your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 priors, and I might be convinced to increase your bond. Do you want to keep talking?
No, ma'am.
We'll see you back to court on March 9th. Someone from the public defender's office come out and see you. Samuel Oxenrider. Mr. Oxenrider, can I have your date of birth?
8/12/80.
All right, you're here today for a grand theft. Bond is currently $2,000. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody? Do you want the public defender's office?
Public defender.
The public defender's office to represent you. It looks like you're currently on probation. Is that right?
I received a violation while I was in here.
Okay, so you've already been charged with violation of probation?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't see the paperwork, Your Honor, but I do know that he is on probation in 2016 CF 1019 for burglary of a structure.
Yeah, that's what I have too, but he's saying he's already been violated for that.
All right, we'll see.
Okay. What else do we have for our record?
For his priors, Your Honor, there's a battery, which was guilty in 2012. There was an assault, which was withheld in 2011. There's a DUI in 2007. Guilty for grand theft auto in possession of burglary tools, burglary of a structure, 1, 2, 3, 4 counts in 1998.
Okay.
And if we could have him put what merit docket, Your Honor.
Yep. All right, I'm going to set your bond at $4,000, okay? We're going to see you back to court March 20th at 9 a.m. Someone from the public defender's office will be out to see you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ryan Rusk.
Hello, Your Honor.
Morning, Mr. Rusk. What is your date of birth?
5/25/1985.
All right, you're here today for a violation of probation. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
Public defender's office, please.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. We're going to hold you no bond on this at this point. We're going to see you back in front of Judge Merritt on March 20th at 9 a.m. Someone from the public defender's office will be out to see you soon, okay?
Thank you.
Lemuel Davis. Hi, Mr. Davis.
Good morning.
What's your date of birth?
6/27/54.
Okay. It looks like you have an issue down there in Hillsborough County, and they want you held no bond until they come and get you. They'll probably come get you sometime within the next 5 days. When they do get you down there, you can ask them about a court date and a public defender then, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
John Goff. Mr. Goff, what's your date of birth?
6/5/71.
Mr. Goff, you are also here for an issue out of Hillsborough County on a robbery charge. They're going to come get you within the next 5 days. We're going to hold you no bond until they come get you. If it takes them more than 5 days, they'll bring you back in front of me to try to figure out what's going on, okay? So we'll hold you no bond for those 5 days. When you get down to Hillsborough County, you want to ask them about a court date and a public defender.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did we get everybody?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.